I started to get into TCM at a very early age. Being a traditional Chinese family, living though in a not so traditional Chinese setting in Winnipeg, my parents were constantly using TCM modalities in their treatments of the family. And so at a really, really young age, I saw my parents do cupping on themselves. I saw them when they had a fever or a headache, they would do bloodletting. When I had a fever or a headache, they'd give me some herbs and I'd actually lay down with layers of blankets and sweat, and this was called diaphoresis. I saw my mother get acupuncture at a friend's house. So actually the exposure was large. At the time I had no idea what these things were, but the key thing was that every time they did something, I felt better. Or I could see an immediate result within their health as well. And so right away I felt, well, Chinese medicine, this is great, you know. We're not doing antibiotics, we're not doing any Western medicine in general unless it was severe. And so it's always sort of been a part of my life since I was a very young child, probably starting around three years old. My background is in Western science. I did a biology degree, honors degree at the University of Western Ontario, and then I went on to do a Master's of Science at the University of Alberta. Both of these experiences, I feel, although they are completely different than Chinese medicine, were extremely beneficial. And the main thing here is they taught me how to think. They taught me how to problem solve, and they taught me how to look at things from different angles. And I feel Chinese medicine, you have to be that way. You have to be dynamic. You have to, we always say, think outside of the box. And in reality, you have to put yourself in a box, think outside of it, and then just destroy the box completely. Western science is quite linear in its thinking, but not so linear in its application. And so working in a laboratory, doing a master's degree, I had to problem solve on a daily basis. And those skills now are with me, and I apply those to patients I see and also to my teaching. I think the most exciting aspect of acupuncture and Chinese medicine is that it is a lifetime of learning. You learn in school, you learn in practice, but the learning never stops. You constantly improve yourself. There are theories that you will never understand in the beginning of school, but that will be clear as you practice and get more experience. And I feel the dynamic nature of the field and of the art, I would like to say, is just amazing. No two people practice the same, and no two people should practice the same. In general, we're all trying to help people, but there's so many ways to do it. There's so many ways to advance yourself, go to seminars, learn from others. I feel that Chinese medicine is something that you will never get bored with, and definitely the best career choice for myself. So for people studying TCM all around the world, or people that are interested in maybe getting into the art, the thing you have to think about is, why are we doing this? What is the interest that you have? Chinese medicine is all-encompassing. It's a very, very powerful tool, but you have to open your mind to it. And so you have to leave all your previous ideas and previous notions or perceptions of the world sort of in a different place. You have to let yourself be open to and immersed in Chinese medicine. This is the only way you're going to understand the theories. And at first, they may not seem very exciting, or they may seem out there, but you have to buy into the system. We have to learn how to treat people in the most dynamic way possible. So you can't read a textbook and say, this is how I treat a headache. You're going to read a textbook, you're going to listen to what other people say, you're going to learn from other people's experience, and you're going to figure out the 5 to 10 best ways to treat a headache. And so, toolbox. I use this term a lot in my lectures. You want to have the biggest toolbox possible when you're a Chinese medicine practitioner, because everybody is different, everybody is individual, and you never know who's going to respond to what type of treatment. And so having the most tools or strategies available to you is always the best. Established in 1997, we have been the pioneers of TCM education in this country. Our team has been working together for over a decade to provide the best possible TCM training for our students and to increase awareness of TCM for the public. Moving forward, we are already networked in Asia, Europe, and North America. We are confident we'll continue to provide the most powerful and in-depth training we can, and also enrich our profession.